Welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be an interesting day. All of the gear I picked out from Revzilla has arrived, and I can now try on, see what I like, and I'm going to take you through that process. But before we get started, I want to give a massive thank you to Revzilla themselves. They were gracious enough to send me all of this gear for my upcoming trip and let me figure out what I like and keep what I do want. So again, a huge thank you to them. And this isn't just exclusive to me. Anyone can order all this product from their website, try it on, and as long as you send it back in new condition, keep the tags on, send back what you don't like. It's a great way to try on the product before you really commit to something. So I'm really, really thankful that they offer this opportunity to me, and let's get right into it.
I've never really worn adventure gear before, so I picked out a couple different options for footwear and quite a few options for gloves. I've always had troubles finding gloves that fit my thumbs, so hopefully I have a good option here. Additionally, I picked up some base layers and a jacket, one jacket because I actually really like it and I've worn it before. I also still have my Alpine Star Dry Star pants, which you can also still get on Revzilla.
First up were the Knox Urban Pro gloves. I had high hopes for these because they came highly recommended. They had a very solid pad on the palms, which impressed me quite a bit actually. And also the appearance of them were kind of cool looking actually. Putting them on, I kind of recognized very quickly that the thumb was very limited in movement. And that's always been my problem before. Unfortunately, these just weren't the ones for me. Next up were the Alpine Star shore gloves. These were highly recommended to me as well. They were a summer riding glove, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I hadn't researched them. And once again, the thumb was the limiting factor for me, as well as all of the fingers appeared to be too short for my palms. So this was definitely a no for me. Next up were the Revit Kinetic gloves. I really didn't know anything about these. It took me by surprise trying to put them on, actually how tight they were to put on. Also, as soon as my hand slid in, something stabbed me underneath my fingernail, so I immediately revolted in these. Unfortunately, I just weren't even going to give these the option. And finally, my last option were the Reax Hawk mesh gloves. Funny enough, these came recommended to me by Jessica, which goes to show I should have just listened to her in the first place. As soon as I put them on, I could immediately tell my thumb had enough room to move, expand. There was no binding, no pinching. It really surprised me. While both feeling extremely flexible and also durable and protective, I knew I found my winner. The mesh fabric, neoprene, whatever it was between the thumb area was extremely comfortable. As well as the protection on the outside of the knuckles was quite substantial. Now I do have to say there's nothing wrong with any of these gloves. It is all just finding what fits and what works for you. The jacket I decided to go with was the Joe Rocket Phoenix 6.0. I had actually tried this jacket on before and I found it extremely comfortable in my shoulders. Being mesh, this jacket breathes extremely well, except it comes with a waterproof inner layer, which I took out. and I plan to wear a rainproof jacket over the outside of it so that I don't feel as stuffy. This jacket came with armor in the elbows, the shoulder, the back, and also many adjustment points, which were much appreciated. Now I had two options for boots. It was the Alpine Star, which they called these the Corzal ADV boots, which they looked quite cumbersome, but I was willing to give them a try. As well as the Forma Adventure dry boots, which they came highly recommended from Revzilla, so I was more than willing to give those a try. Two notable differences I immediately felt. The Formas had 3 buckles, which all snapped into place quite firmly, while the Alpine Stars only had 2. Now, the Alpine Stars also felt considerably stiffer, so maybe that had something to do with it. The best I could do is try them on inside the house, because once you wear them outside, you can't really return them. My only real concern with the Alpine Stars were how thick they were. All over, the ankle, the height of the toe, but the Formas were slightly slimmer, and I was more comfortable in them as well. Also, the tread on them, the tread on the Alpine Stars was nearly smooth. But on the Formas, they were much more aggressive, which I liked. And if I was going to be stuck in mud and whatnot, I would choose these. Now, bringing this all together, the pants, the jacket, the boots. It looked pretty sharp, I gotta admit. Now, some of you might say this is going to be overkill, but I've honestly never gone on a long motorcycle trip, and additionally never really gone off-road for an extended period of time. So I wanted something that was both going to be flexible, comfortable, and diverse for any weather or whatnot I'll be coming across. This was exactly what I was looking for. Now there's really only one more thing left to do. Take it out and put it to the test and see how it feels. So let's get on the bike. So here I am, all in my gear. I'm not sure how I sound because I'm wearing the new helmet. I've got it all rigged together. I've got my pants on, my boots on, my gloves on. I do have my mesh jacket on, but I'm actually wearing a hoodie over that. And this is actually how I plan to ride if it's fairly cool out. So right now it's about 53 degrees, and right now I'm pretty comfortable, but I'll still need to test it out probably on the highway. So I had to adjust my shifter peg up another notch to compensate for the boot. It's a little weird to downshift. I kind of have to lift my foot up, but it is easier to shift up, but I feel like I'm really pulling up. It's just something I'll have to get used to. I have a whistle and it's on the side of my helmet. Well guys, this is where I'm going to call it for this video. Again, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Revzilla. It is companies like this that I truly enjoy working with, and I believe if you support them, they will support you. Again, I'm looking forward to this trip, and I hope you all are excited as well. And until next time, take it easy.